In the warm city of Ibadan, where sunsets paint the streets in gold and orange, lived a woman whose beauty was the talk of every corner, Morounke Adebayo. Men paused mid-sentence when she passed. Some sent her flowers, others promised her heaven itself. But Morounke never chose easily. She tested every man who dared to dream of her love. One suitor took her to a fancy dinner in Jericho. That night, she went to bed with her full makeup still on. In the morning, when he teased her saying, "You don't need all that," powder to look beautiful, Morounke only smiled faintly and never called him again. Another man took her to the beach in Lagos. When he tried to splash water on her face, playfully, she pulled away sharply. That was the last time he heard from her. No one understood her. To most, she was proud. To some, vain. But Morunke's makeup wasn't vanity. It was her shield, her armor, her secret. Her dressing table glowed like a miniature boutique. Creams, powders, perfumes, and brushes arranged in perfect lines. Every morning before sunrise, every night before sleep, she sat before that mirror and painted herself into existence. She wore makeup to the market, to church, even when she's sick in bed. To her, a bare face was not part of the world. At times, she would whisper to her reflection, "This is who they love. If I lose this, I lose everything." Her friends laughed about it. If Morounke dies, she'll be buried with foundation and lipstick. They joked. She only smiled, but deep inside, the thought of being seen bare made her shiver. Then came Damilare, a quiet architect with a warm smile and a calm heart. He was unlike any man she had met. He didn't drown her in gifts or ask to see her real face. He listened. He cared about her dreams. For the first time, Morounke felt seen, not for her beauty, but for her silence. Moons turned into years, and their love deepened. When Damilare proposed, she said yes without hesitation. The wedding was a fairy tale, golden lights, live band, laughter, and joy. Guests whispered, "Look at her, flawless. She doesn't even look human." That night, in their new home, surrounded by candlelight and roses, Damilare lifted his bride and kissed her hands. But as he carried her to the bed, his foot slipped on the rug. He fell hard, hitting his head against the edge of the bed frame. The sound echoed. Morounke screamed and rushed to him. She tried to stop the bleeding with trembling hands. Tears streamed down her face, washing faint trace through the powder and foundation she had worn for decades. "Damilare, please, don't leave me," she cried. Then his eyes fluttered open, but what he saw froze him. His wife's face was different. Lines appeared where smoothness once reigned. Wrinkles carved deep paths across her skin. Her hair had turned brittle, almost silver. "Morounke, what happened to you?" he stammered. She touched her cheek, and her heart stopped. Her shield was gone. The woman in the mirror was gone. Damilare backed away, breathing heavily. The woman he had just married now looked 3 times his age. "Who are you?" he whispered. She wept, crawling toward him. "It's still me, Damilare. I swear. Please don't be afraid. Let me explain." And for the first time, she told her truth. "It started when I was 35. The man I loved left me for a younger woman. I couldn't bear to look in the mirror anymore. Then, one rainy night, I met an old woman at the edge of Bodija market. She told me she could make me beautiful forever if I promised never to cry for any man again. She gave me a powder. I used it and I never aged again. She paused, trembling. But every man I loved, after that, they all died. I thought it was bad luck. I didn't know the powder had a curse. Damilare's eyes widened. How old are you, Morounke? Tears filled her eyes. 108. Silence filled the room. The candle flickered as if shivering with them. Her eyes flowed again, and with every drop, her youth faded faster. Her body bent, her hair turned white. The foundation peeled away like dust. Please, please, she gasped weakly. Don't leave me. I only wanted to be loved. But Damilare, terrified and broken, stepped back toward the door. You lied to me, he whispered. The woman I loved never existed. Morounke reached out to him one last time, but before he could move, her hand dropped. Her breath stilled. The candle beside her went out. Only her reflection remained in the cracked mirror, the face of an old woman who tried to outrun time. Moral of the story: true beauty fades, but a sincere heart never grows old. Morounke's story reminds us that physical beauty can charm the eyes, but only truth and kindness can keep love alive. When you try to cheat time, time will always find you. No matter how far we run from aging or pain, the truth we hide always returns. Sometimes when it's too late. Self-love is stronger than any magic. Morounke's obsession with youth began the moment she stopped loving herself. The moment she doubted her own worth, she lost her freedom. Love built on illusion will collapse in truth. Damilare's love was deep, but it couldn't survive deception. Lies, no matter how small, poison even the purest affection. Aging is not a curse, it's a crown of wisdom. The lines on our faces tell stories of survival, laughter, and grace. To erase them is to erase the proof that we truly lived. Every gift from darkness carries a price. The pearl that Morounke used seemed like a blessing, but hidden blessings without peace are trials from the unseen. You cannot hold on to love by pretending. Real love is built on trust and openness, not on makeup, wealth, or lies. Vanity is a prison that grows tighter with every mirror. Morounke's reflection became her cage. When our worth depends on how others see us, we lose who we are. Peace comes when you make peace with your reflection. The mirror doesn't lie, it only shows us what we refuse to face. You cannot keep love by hiding your scars. The one who truly loves you will love your scars, your age, and your truth, not the mask you wear. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the story. Please do come back for more interesting stories. Bye.